So, any last bit of advice? Well, thank you for asking. So, last little bit of advice I have from our week one event is game pieces just continually get stuck in robots in the most weirdest of places. So, make sure all of your ingress points on your robot are accurately covered so you don't get a game piece in your robot and get stuck doing nothing.
Make your hopper big from the coral feeding station because you're going to get hit. And if you have a big hopper to receive a coral, it'll easily go into your robot. If it has to be precise, you're in trouble. We have a big hopper on our team, and we're very, very happy about that.
I think my biggest advice coming out of week one is teams should refresh on the manual, make sure you're totally good to go with all those rules. There are a lot of rule violations we saw in week one that could have been avoided. Make sure that your drivers know the rules and make sure that they've practiced with all of those. Every time they're in driver practice, they're trying to keep within the rules of the game so they get that sort of muscle memory. So they're not going through the wrong cages. They're not having two defenders on one side. Just make sure that you know the rules, you've practiced them, and that you're prepared for match play.
So my last little bit of advice here is to pay attention to what's happening in weeks before your event so that you can improve and see what things are working before you go to your event. You can't go into your event blind. You should look at what other teams are doing, what strategies they're running, and think about how you might want to apply that to what your robot is doing this week.
My advice to teams would be practice as much as you can for upcoming weeks. Hopefully your robot is done and you're just coding and practicing now. So keep up the drive practice.
Have an auto mode, please. Just drive, please.